let me start recording. Recording started. Hopefully it doesn't break. All right.
Okay.
Cool. So BB.
Yeah.
You had a fun time last mission, didn't you?
Oh, most certainly.
Well, around a day later, what have you been doing for like the last day? It's been a day. What has your situation? Have you been cooped up? Have you been walking around?
No, baby's just been holed up in her room with blankets, a burrito.
Oh no, sad burrito child.
Sad burrito.
You get a text, BB, and it seems you already have a contact.
Oh, okay.
Let me write it out. Because I forgot to type it out first.
BB's like, oh god, is she gonna fire me? Just for
Yeah,
a second.
fired. When you get fired, Cardians.
I'm fired. I can't believe I'm fired. But she's like, oh, I wonder what this could be. I guess it'll be rude not to go, so
You'll get
Yeah.
fired.
go get fired. Yes.
They'll
Be
feed
polite about
the
it.
polar bear.
Oh my god. I knew it. There was no retirement fund after all. Okay, so-
Yes, you just have to walk away and you leave Cardians. You just have to be annoying enough to get fired, and they don't put you in jail or anything.
Just gotta outrun the polar bear. That's if you could do that, you're allowed to leave. You are
Just
qualified.
outrun the giant fucking 10-foot tall polar bear, the monster bear. But yes, what do you say in response?
She'll just say, okay, what time should I come see you?
She will reply whenever you're free.
Well, baby's not really doing anything. I mean, there's not really much to do unless you're like that.
Well,
so-
there is, and I'll get to that later, so apologies, but there's a lot actually to do on the base. There's like
Okay.
restaurants and bars and a lot of
that's
sports
neat.
stuff and
That's
gyms
neat.
and yeah, it's a pig base.
Oh, might as well get it done and over with, she says. So she'll like, right, is now a convenient time?
You get a thumbs up emoji.
Okay. So she better unroll that burrito and get out there.
Falls on the ground. I'm gonna need you to roll a Dex Athletics. No, I was kidding.
Oh my god! One sec. Oh god, she's gonna walk in this meeting with a bloody nose.
It'd be so funny.
Alright, 3 and 3.
Are you actually rolling?
I'm actually opening up a sheet. I'm gonna open up a sheet. Give me a sec.
Okay. I didn't actually think you were gonna roll.
No, she is gonna roll.
Okay, it's very important. Dex Athletics.
Yeah.
Oh no. People just glare at her while or just look at her. Not glare, but they're just like, what? Some penguins start sliding next to you.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Yeah, you're fine. You get out.
Okay,
The only
right.
problem you have is depression. No.
Uh,
And she gives you like the directions in a text.
Okay.
Um,
Alright.
you have not been there. Others have. You have not.
Okay.
So you get the directions and it's fairly easy to follow. You get
Yeah.
some smiles and waves on the way by people, and you see some penguins waddling around.
Okay. Penguins.
They're just all so happy to see you, BB.
Oh. Oh.
And you make your way to a building where there's 2 guards in front of it, and they're super scary.
Ah.
They just look at you, and they look away.
I guess that means I am free to pass, and they're not going to throw me out the window.
Yeah.
Okay, she's just gonna pass like, thank you.
You get inside, and there is someone at the reception, but she told you can just kind of walk by.
Okay, all right.
Like certain.
Right, just pass by then.
Yeah. So you make your way to her office. There's a window in, so she's eating a muffin and she's on her computer. She looks like she's doing a lot of things at once on the computer. She's got a bunch of paper sprawled out. Some tea or something. It looks like there's an extra cup. Or I wonder who that's for. So yeah, just waiting or doing whatever she's doing.
Okay, well, Bibi will knock on the glass then.
She like jumps up. And she smiles and waves, but then like she realizes she has food in her mouth. She's like, she covers her mouth. She gets a napkin. She's like scrambling, knocks the paper over, picks up the paper.
I'm just gonna choke on a muffin and die. This is how Bibi commits murder.
She coughs. She accidentally choked a little on the muffin, and
no.
she's like, she kind of, you can tell she's embarrassed.
Oh, bless, so bless.
But she comes up and she opens the door for you. She's like, thanks for coming, Bibi.
Yeah, no problem. So she comes in, like, shuffles inside.
She gestures for you to sit down, and there's a cup of tea in front of it, and you can assume it's yours. I mean, you can not. It's up to you. Do you assume it's yours?
She won't take the tea just in case. She'll just sit down.
Don't worry, the tea's for you.
Thank you. She'll take it and take a sip then.
It is tea.
Nice.
It's pretty good tea. It's not like store brand garbage tea. It seems like it's been made from somewhere really nice.
Ooh, fancy. Fancy tea.
Sits down and she moves some papers and she gets up and paper, just like a notepad that's empty and a pencil, and she's like, okay, so I just wanted to talk to you real quick because last mission was a little tough and you seem to have taken it the hardest.
Oh no. Oh, that was really embarrassing. I threw up in front of everyone.
No, it's not embarrassing. Honestly, it's surprising everyone else didn't. First, I just want to ask, how have you been ever since you got here and after the second mission?
I mean, I guess I've been okay. I'm like, that doll hasn't found me here, so I think that's a bonus.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be. Don't worry. Nothing is getting into this space. Completely secure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything from from the mission and the boat and Brad. I'm sorry we took split you guys up. It's, you know, the higher up the whole, it was just what we figured was the best. He will be coming back though, as you know, and I hope you guys are continuing to keep in contact. But, you know, he's doing fine. He's updated me on his situation. And I wanted to tell you that, like, not to worry, essentially. I wanted to tell you, you've been doing a phenomenal job, especially for a 2 of spades. Like,
I don't really know what phenomenal things I've done since I got here.
Well, honestly, if you hadn't read the data like that, and we would have just sent you guys in there like it was nothing, and that would have been exponentially worse. You might have actually saved some of the people on your team by reading into it. We had assumed it was nothing, and then you had pointed out the real anomalous properties of it, and so we sent Charlie. That wouldn't have happened.
Really? I helped?
Yes, very much so. It's seriously, your insights are more valuable than you could honestly. They're more valuable than you think.
Bibi's gonna start tearing up.
Oh, no. She comes up to you and sits next to the chair next to you on the side of the desk, and she like kind of puts her arm around you.
I can't believe it. I something right for once.
For once. So you've only been here for a week.
I'm glad that I did something right at least.
You're
Thanks.
doing great. Like, don't worry. I just want you to know, that's why I brought you in here. You're doing a phenomenal job, and I'm sorry that we put you in such a dangerous situation. You're not there to fight anyone. You're there because of the value of your ability to, or your intelligence and your insight.
Okay. Thanks for telling me that.
No
I
problem.
just, I've been kind of in a sucky mood since we got back.
Wait, say that again.
I just been in a, yeah.
She's like, I don't blame you. It's freezing. We're lucky that it's bright most of the day right now. But I understand completely, and I really want you to know, one, you're extremely valuable to your teammates, and two, you can always, if you have any problem, come to me, go to Mindy, go to any of your aces. Like, everyone is here for each other. We're a little bit of a family down here because we have each other, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you.
She smiles.
Biddy smiles back. She feels a bit better now.
Anyways, and she stands up. If you had anything now that you wanted to talk about, or if you had any questions about anything.
Well, yesterday I was talking to Patty about some cards that me and everyone were receiving. Did you guys find out what they're about?
She's got a less cheery look on her face. More straight face. She's like, well, we looked into them, and the fact that every single one of you received one of those cards is extremely odd. It is concerning.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they almost planned everything for this to happen.
Yeah, that's why it's especially a typical situation is either someone is hired, or just random chance, a werewolf attacks, a vampire, for me, a mage points at Scar.
If you don't mind me asking, why was Patty at that ship? The one where...
So, I'm not sure if... We haven't been 100% clear on this, but our Cardians division is its jurisdiction is both the Arctic and the Antarctic. So, where you were was known as, or an island known as Svalbard, and you know that already, which is typically, Patty was already there doing some research on something in that area, and it was honestly pure luck for you. She found the boat, and she just found something about it off. And she said she was gonna continue looking at it, continue following it, essentially. And then she noticed you were in trouble, and everyone was in trouble. She said she never... So you said that you woke up, and what was it again? No one was there?
Yeah, everyone was gone. I heard Brad scream. He was in the room next to me.
She said she had not caught that, so that's why she had not jumped in until she heard you guys screaming.
Yeah.
But that's why Patty's up there. That's why Brad was up there. too. Brad was up. He was played hooky a little bit and went to Smiley Land, and that's where he picked up Cat. Chance, and that's what's really concerning is, like you said, it seems like it's planned.
I guess I don't know what's worse. I mean, if they planned for us to die by the hands of those monsters, or if they actually planned for you guys to somehow rescue us in every single one of those situations.
Well, I think they made the wrong choice if they wanted us to protect you. I mean, the world can be crazy, so coincidences aren't out of the question. But now that you're in our custody, or not custody, sorry, our protection, there's nothing that was the wrong choice. She's just smiling, kind of weakly, not like a super bright.
Yeah, Bibi still feels unsure about it.
I wish I could tell you more about the cards. It's just the most odd thing that they're all almost identical with very custom notes on them, and we're going to continue looking into them. Ever since you guys got here, things have gotten much stranger. This is not typical supernatural.
Yeah, you even did say the moles weren't supposed to get that big.
No, that again, the typical stuff we do here is a combination of diplomacy and simple dealing with like rogue supernaturals. Like, so diplomacy wise, we work with supernaturals who have their own civilizations here. Civilization's a big word, more like villages. But then we also deal with some mole that goes off track or something, but we've never had something like that. She stops talking for a second. Nothing that odd.
Well, if it was unexpected, then I guess there was nothing you could have done to stop that from happening.
Don't worry though. Next mission is not. You will be with. You will essentially be backpacking a diplomacy mission. Though they are more than anything, they're extremely boring. So.
I heard.
She's trying her best, but if there's anything we could do to make you feel safer, feel free to tell us. But the chance of something like that happening again is not very high, especially because we will be sending you with much more protection.
Then do you mind if I ask for a favor?
She's like, nods. Actually, she kind of gives you a not nod. She gives you a raised eyebrow look. Like, what is it?
Could you send someone to check on my parents? I just want to know they're okay, and if the doll passed by them or not.
Yeah, I could tell you right now that they're okay. We check on relatives and family. You can actually call your parents if you would like at any time. Just remember that the calls are monitored and you can't say anything about where you are or Cardian, so you have to be ready to lie.
It's really cold sweat. I mean, is there a common excuse that I could use that the people here use with their families?
You are a student, so a research opportunity, semester in Antarctica, trying to stay as close to the truth without telling the truth is usually the easiest way to lie.
Yeah, sounds good. That sounds reasonable.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna question. Oh. Zzz. You hear that?
Yeah.
It's laundry. And it goes on for like 30 minutes for some reason. Anyways.
Oh, dang.
But if you you could also say anything relating to your education is probably the best if you don't want to worry them.
Call them sometime. It's been a while since I've last spoken with them.
Yeah, definitely. Feel free. Just be careful.
Yeah, thanks. I guess that's BB's cue to leave. She'll sip the tea just a bit more than like get out. Like, thanks for the talk. It was nice. Thanks,
She
Edna.
nods. Just feel free to always, everyone will be willing to listen if you have anything you're concerned about, not only me.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks.
and one more thing, you actually, I don't know if you noticed, you met one of our Cardians, who, oh my god. Give me a second. I don't think it happens after. But you met one of our Cardians, you met, Kelsey. She said she took a picture of you.
I met who?
Kelsey is, oh, I guess you've never actually interacted with her. She's same height as you, blonde hair. She's been in the base a couple times. You may have seen her. She said she took a picture of you when you were on the island.
Oh. Okay.
I just thought I'd point it out. I don't know. In case you hadn't realized.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll say hi to her sometime.
Definitely.
Okay. Oh, she's gonna... Bye! She's gonna shuffle off now and dread the next few hours about calling the mother.
Mother.
Mother!
Alright, cool. End of fucking... And who's it? Cool.
Oh, that's nice. Phoebe feels a bit better about herself now.
Good for BB. That's good.
End of RP?
Yeah.
Huh?
Is that end of RP?
Yeah.